Hello, Brittany. It's a pleasure meeting with you today. How are you?
Just peachy.
Okay. Well, I do have a little information from your intake form, but can you tell me a little bit about why you're here today?
Well, I'm here because, well, I really don't know. I'm just here. I have to be here. Um, Basically, in a nutshell, I smoke weed, marijuana, whatever you want to call it, and it's a problem, like, to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't affect me any. It actually helps me out. So I'm here because I have to be here.
Okay.
Actually, I am on the verge of losing my job. So I have to come and meet with you. And somehow you're supposed to change me or cure me from smoking. And I'll drop and I'll be clean and I'm okay. Still got a job.
So you're not here because you have a problem. You're here because others perceive that you have a problem and
yeah, I don't have a problem. Like, it's not a problem. Like, in some states it's legal to do what I do here. So
just a part of your life.
It's right. It's part of everyday life. It's not a problem for me. It's a problem for everyone else. Maybe they should be here.
And so you mentioned that marijuana helps you. What are the ways that marijuana helps you?
It calms me down. It enhances my thinking. I can focus better when I smoke. I'm creative when I smoke. I feel like it just really gets me going. I enjoy the high. I've always had a problem with my temper, and I smoke, and it seems like nothing matters. Like a weight is lifted off my shoulder, and everything is a-okay. Like I can deal with life a little better high. So
marijuana is a coping mechanism for you.
I wouldn't necessarily say coping. Like, I'm not coping anything. Like, I don't see anything wrong necessarily. I just use it. Like, some people read to, put themselves at ease, or, they get worked up. You read, or you go count, and, all these different ways. I chose to smoke.
Well, are there any other things that you've used in the past other than marijuana, like counting?
Oh, yeah. I've been in anger management, and they teach you all these techniques to go and smash glass and count to 10 and always be chipper, turn the other cheek. They teach you all these techniques to basically help you divert your anger.
Have any of those been effective for you?
No, that's why I quit smoking. That's why I smoke.
Okay. So, in that sense, marijuana is a coping mechanism for you.
Okay.
Or an additional technique that you use.
There you go. That's a good one. We can look at a technique. So, again, I really shouldn't be here. It's just another technique. If all of those techniques are approved, why aren't smoking approved? Like, why isn't smoking approved? Just another technique, right? All right.
And that's the technique that you prefer?
Me and many others. It's my preferred technique. I think that I really don't see what's the big issue. Like, honestly, me smoking saves other people. Like, that's how I feel. I feel that if I didn't smoke, then a lot of people's feelings would be hurt. I would go about things way differently than what I do when I'm loaded. Like, way differently. I just, like I said, it clears my mind. I'm able to think better. I'm more creative. Like, it shows in my work. I'm faster. Like, people never see the positive side of smoking. They just immediately jump to, oh, it's a drug and this and that. And I've never read anything about people dying or overdosing on marijuana. Like, it's perfectly safe. Like,
well, in your life, how long have you been using marijuana?
Even with the anger management, I smoked. I just didn't smoke as much beforehand. Let's see. I've been smoking for about, I'm 24, so let me say 10 years maybe.
Okay, so at a fairly young age.
Yeah, I started smoking about 14, 15, so about 10 years.
But I hear you say that you smoked less when you were using some of those other techniques that you learned in your anger management. So the combination of the two at one point was something that was helpful for you?
No, I just didn't know, I was just now getting into it, just now exploring marijuana. And in the beginning, I did the anger management thing when I was 13. And again, it was court ordered. So I had just started to smoke with my little friends or whatever. I've always been around people who smoked marijuana. I grew up with it in my household. It wasn't an uncommon thing to me. I was just too young to try it.
Right.
Like, I didn't have my mom or my dad passing me joints or anything like that. I was too young for that. But it's very common in my household. It's not looked upon as a negative thing. So when I got of age to go out and get it on my own, or when I was able to basically smoke by myself without needing anyone, is when I increased my smoking.
Okay.
Beforehand, I was dependent on someone else getting it for me, someone else preparing it for me. But when I learned how to do all that on my own, my smoking increased, and those techniques that I learned slowly drifted away.
I noticed you talk about how much of a social aspect that marijuana has played, but then you transition from this very social, very normalized thing in your household to being a very independent practice of your own. Would you say that's true?
No, I wouldn't say it's a independent practice of my own. I just Are you referring to me saying, when I learned to do it on my own? Okay. No, I mean in the sense of, I would still smoke amongst my cousins and everything of that sort, but not having to wait on them to get home in order for us to smoke because they have it, or, they know where to get it from. No, that changed, as I got older, as I started to network. I'm just like, hey, I got my own people I can get it from. Like, I learned how to, prepare it, or in different ways to take it in. So, my knowledge of it just grew. So did my usage.
Okay, I understand. Is there any other social areas that marijuana kind of plays a part in your life? Your relationships with other people?
My relationship? Oh, yes. My significant other right now, he smokes as well. And that's pretty much all he does. Like, that's something we have in common. We met that way. Like I said, many people in my family smoke. Like, it's common at a family get together for us to just venture off and go smoke. And when I gather with my friends, that's something that we do. I really don't know. I don't have too many people that I interact with who don't smoke. I mean.
So it will be very difficult for you to transition in your social life now without marijuana?
It would be awkward. I would feel very awkward. I definitely probably need to hire you and come see you more, because I can't see me transitioning. Like, what would I do in all those times where they're smoking and I'm not? Like, or I live with my boyfriend. Like, what do I do when he's sitting there smoking? You know, like,
Which would be really difficult for you. Yeah.
It might be difficult. I mean, I doubt it. I just think it would be awkward. I'm not saying it would be difficult, like I couldn't handle it or anything like that, you know. Because like I said, I for one don't view it as a problem. Like, it's not a big issue. It's not a stressor. Okay. I'm not addicted or anything like that. I'm not an addict. I can stop whenever I want to. It's just that, why put yourself in that awkward situation when you don't have to? Like, it's pointless.
At this time, do you see any reasons, other than your complications with your employment, do you see any reasons why you would want to, scale back your smoking, or?
No, not at all. I mean, I don't have a point. Like, to be honest, I wouldn't even scale back for work. I mean, there's other jobs out there. Like, if you're gonna patronize me and punish me for, what you view as a habit, that's your personal opinion. Others don't feel that way, and yeah, it's illegal, but it's only illegal in certain states. Like, I can go somewhere else and do it freely and work in the same field and be just fine. Like,
so since we do have these sessions together, what would you most like to gain from our time?
I don't really see a point in these sessions, to be quite honest. Like I said in the beginning, I was forced to come here for my job, so I'm not really looking to gain anything. I mean, you have a bargain to uphold with my company, I assume, and so do I. So.
No, I don't have any
we're just
affiliation
I'm just
with
here. I'm just here because I have a bargain to uphold with them. I have to come. So you have to sign off that I come. So, I mean, not looking to gain anything. I just have to show that I came to you, I completed these sessions, and I have to provide them with a clean drug test.
Okay. Well, in between the time that we meet again, I would really encourage you to think about, your life as a bubble and all the ways that marijuana interacts with your life, both in positive and negative ways. And we can, further discuss that the next time we meet. So I do look forward to seeing you again.
You will. My job depends on it.
Thank you.